Before we jump into today's episode, I just want to give a huge thank you to Creeperama and for everybody who tunes into this show. You can use our code Barons10 for 10% off at checkout. So make sure you guys stock up on all your favorite horror movie goodies over there, whether it be shirts, hats, or any other things that they're offering over on their website, because it's a lot. And their drops have been amazing lately. So thank you so much to Creeperama and to everybody who tunes into the show. Be sure to use Barons10 in checkout. And we'll see you guys in the episode.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Bear Inside Out podcast. I'm Anna.
I'm Dustin.
I am also Dustin.
Why the little like that?
We're waiting for you to blow out your goddamn birthday candles, Anna.
Oh,
She hits the vape.
What'd you wish for?
yeah.
Tell me, what'd you wish for?
I can't tell you.
Yeah, it won't come true, Dustin.
No, if you can only tell me and it will come true, okay? I'm the wish master.
All right, I'll plug my ears.
Oh dear, no.
Oh, okay.
So we are continuing Annuary, and this is kind of the end of it in a lot of ways. This is the last film review we're going to cover, and it's one that came out in 2024, but I think everybody kind of didn't know about until recently, or at least I kind of seen a bunch of people I follow on Letterboxd start watching it, and then Casey from Screams from the Basement mentioned how much he liked it, and funny enough, it popped up on Hulu, and I was like, oh, I want to watch this, and it's called Strange Harvest. And before we get into the plot or anything, we are going to jump over to Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh, are there Rotten Tomatoes this week?
There are Rotten Tomatoes.
We're going to find out how rotten they are.
All right, little D, with 52 reviews, what do you think the critics rated Strange Harvest?
Well, first, was this a theatrical release at all? Or is this just straight streaming?
I don't know.
That's going to make me...
I do know this premiered at the Fantastic Fest the year before we covered it.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So it wasn't a festival circuit. Okay. Yeah. That's going to help me, gauge where, because it was like on a big screen or not. Sometimes critics are different. You said 52?
Mm-hmm.
And this is 2 years ago. I'm going to say, with it being found footage, we all know how critics feel about found footage sometimes, or most of the time. I want to go ahead and say 64%.
Okay. Big duh.
I don't know, man. I feel like this did very well, I think, with the audience. So my critics, I think I'm going to, what'd you say, 60 what?
64.
52.
Oh. I'll say
52 reviews.
I'll say 74%.
Okay, well, Big D, you are the closest, but still quite a ways off. This is fresh at 92%.
I am shocked.
Wow.
I'm actually shooketh right now.
Mine too. I was like, holy shit.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay. Found footage getting
See, but that's the thing is, it's not found footage. I think this came out around the height and or in the midst of like the Netflix true crime documentaries.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like
it does feel like if you did not know this was a movie, you would think this was a documentary.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go over to see what the audience rated it. Big Duh with 50 plus ratings.
65.
Little D?
You said 50 plus ratings for audience?
Yeah. I don't know why it said 52.
Bro, right? Like
it's like closer to 60, maybe.
Oh, but it's a little more specific over on the critic side.
That's so low for audience. So I guess maybe you're right that this kind of just flew under the radar for a lot of people. Wow. I'm just gonna go right down the middle and say 50.
Big D nailed it at 65%.
Oh, fuck
right,
yeah,
y'all.
dude.
That's why I couldn't help but smile. I was like trying to hold it, but I just couldn't help myself.
Let's fucking go, man.
Are you fucking kidding me, dude?
I swear.
Are you kidding me?
Dustin, don't be mad because I'm smarter than you are, okay?
Dude, it's been so long since any of us nailed it. I
Yeah.
think you might have been the last one that nailed it, like on like
It's been a
literally,
Uh,
while, yeah.
yeah, it was either me or Joe. I think Joe hit it for subspecies.
Oh,
dude.
there's been one since then for sure. That was like last January.
Hmm. Oh yeah,
Dude,
last
I
full moon
love
January.
the whole hunting for trying to get everybody to nail it every week was so fun. It was so funny,
Ah,
dude. Like, I'm gonna
And then
get
you were
it,
like, I'm the
motherfucker.
smartest man alive.
it's me.
Oh
Fuck
my
yeah,
God.
man.
Yeah, that's
Let's
great.
go.
And on my birthday, that's
Happy
awesome.
birthday, Anna. There you
Yeah,
go.
thanks. You nailed it.
That was her wish. She wished you to
Um,
Oh,
nail it.
that's not what it was.
well, so I kind of said what my history was. I'd heard about it, just seeing it pop up, and it intrigued me. Big D, what about you? Did it kind of happen the same way for you? Is that your
Yep,
history?
I heard you talk about it, and then I heard Casey talk about it, and then I watched it.
Hell yeah.
That's it.
Well, Lil D, same for you?
So actually I heard of this before the talk that you had in the chat. So like the face I definitely saw, I think around the time maybe it was hitting Fantastic Fest, maybe.
Okay.
Um I didn't watch it though. So this is a first time watch for me. But it was something I did hear of. I just never got around to it. I don't know, maybe it wasn't available to watch or whatever it may be, but I did hear about it, but I never watched it until today, actually.
Nice. Yeah, yeah. And like I said, this is a movie that if you did not know it was a movie, you would think it was a documentary. This is
Mhm.
everything. If you have watched, like Dustin said, a any of those Netflix documentaries, even the ones that are on Hulu, there's some good ones on there too. Um, it's set up perfectly. The actors are unknown. The actors they have playing like the two lead detectives who were on the case and they're reliving their story kind of thing. And they're reliving their story, but it's also found footage and everything that, and also set like because of body cam and like surveillance in convenience stores, things like that, different ways of capturing what's
Yeah.
going on. And also voiceovers because it does have kind of like a Zodiac feel with him sending notes and kind of taunting the police or
This letter say
BTK.
pesky police.
Yeah, pesky police. And he goes by Mr. Shiny. And yeah, this is kind of something that I don't know if I know Lil D just kind of experienced it for the first time recently, but anyone who's seen the Poughkeepsie tapes, I feel like this is kind of a milder version of that. That's very exploitive and very gross, like a different kind of gross.
Yeah,
There's some
I
moments in
I
this
agree.
that feel kind of Saw like, which it was a nice twist.
Hmm.
um yeah, that this was just very detailed and something that, man, I love stuff like this. Like, I wish more people would make movies like this. I think it's a great way to tell a story and to also use found footage as a tool to tell it. And everybody loves true crime these days. It's still
Yup.
like something everything or something everyone eats up and wants more of. So Big D, what was your first impression? I've been waiting to hear what you guys have thought. I've been gushing about it for a while to everybody.
What I'd like to think this movie did is they wrote out each character, each script per character. Like they didn't even have to lay out the entire movie. Like this our main detective guy, they could have written his script from beginning to end.
Mhm.
And then our main detective lady from beginning to end. Every character we meet, I feel like they could have just plug and played. I really, really liked the style that this movie's presented to us in so much. Like I watched it twice. The second
Yeah.
time I watched it with Holly, and I'm like, I told her, I said, it's not scary. I said, but what you're gonna dig is the format because she does love those Netflix true crime documentaries.
She crossed my mind. I wonder if she would like it.
Oh man, and she at the first, as soon as the policeman sat down, she looked at me and she goes, "This is kind of familiar." And then it shows like the cops getting out of their car and stuff. She goes, "This is just like one of those documentaries." I'm like, "I knew you'd like this shit,"
Yeah, for sure. Hell
but
yeah.
it was gruesome. Like I texted you guys immediately the first time you see a pair of bodies.
Mm,
God
First
damn
5
it, dude.
minutes, first 10 minutes.
Oh my God. And Dustin, the reason this mask feels so familiar is it's the same mask from Pink Floyd's Another Brick in the Wall.
Oh
okay. Yeah,
shit.
that.
That's the mask that the kids wear is the same.
Yeah.
It's but bigger because they were children. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
But it's
yeah.
Yeah.
just that's what it is, and that's immediately what I thought of when I seen it.
Mhm.
It's just Pink Floyd. So, but yeah, no, this movie was a fucking delight. Especially for people who don't know. Like it reminded me of Blair Witch. How
Yeah.
people didn't really know what to believe with the Blair Witch,
Yeah.
so if it was real or not. This movie can have that same effect on people. Like you can absolutely have somebody stumble upon this and think it's a real documentary,
For sure.
except for who produced it. Did you see or distributed it? Did you see who distributed it?
Sabian Films or
Saban Films. Do you know
Saban
what? Do
Fan.
you know what
Yeah.
else they distribute?
It sounds familiar. What?
Dude, I know the name and I was thinking about it too, but I
Yeah.
couldn't think
Oh,
of anything.
they distribute all Mighty Morphin Power Ranger stuff.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's in
Yeah.
the same universe, bro.
It's the Power Rangers. I mean, instead of us getting a sequel to that 2017 movie that ruled, we got this. But I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
yeah. Lil D, what about you? How'd you feel about it?
Oh, so I do love like mockumentary style films and found footage, especially as of late. Anna, I think you really turned a page with me of like getting more into that type of films, for,
It's
being
scary.
more, yeah, it's more based in, reality. It's like something that could actually happen with this. Like, I would say, unlike some of the other stuff, like the Poughkeepsie tapes, like, yeah, that could definitely happen. But this, I don't know, this felt more, even though it's very fantastical things that happen in here, right? It's very like, I don't want to say it, but it's very Lovecraftian in ways, what they're
No,
Yeah,
doing
there
in
that's
this.
there
that's
does
that's fair.
seem there does end
Um,
up being like some supernatural aspect to it in the end. Like he's in our killer's into some culty shit and ritual kind of stuff. So you don't
yeah,
really find that out till the end. We're
yeah,
really on a like a true crime case for the majority of this movie.
yeah, for sure. So this one, maybe it's just because of the way that it was shot. And I'm just gonna say, because I did watch the Poughkeepsie tapes for the first time last week, and everybody, labeled that one as like, this is the scariest like found footage mockumentary movie you're ever gonna
Dude, I
see.
thought it was, man.
Yeah, I
It's
don't.
just
I maybe it's
scary.
just because I'm just so desensitized, but the movie didn't really do a lot, and also there's a lot of comedic beats that happened in that with like a lot of like the side people, but that's that movie. So I'm just doing it as a comparison with this one. This one hit more for me. It still wasn't quite as scary, but it was definitely way more serious in tone of it really being grounded. Like this is happening like over there in that county, or no, it's happening in
Yeah,
my
you're
town.
at your fucking neighbor's house, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This,
so
this guy went undetected, like until
for
people just
years.
until yeah, or like they and he goes undetected at the murders too until people just realize, oh, like just like our lady at the beginning that kind of intros us in what's going on. Her friend, the little girl is like, oh, she hasn't been at school in a few days, and the mom that she was friends with missed their lunch date. And then at that point, once her daughter said that, she tried to call and text and no reply, so she called the police and they went over there. And
Hmm.
her husband, and the daughter
Ooh.
are tied up. And yes, yeah, a trigger warning by the way. This film is not afraid to go after kids.
No,
So if
Oh,
that's a trigger for
you
you,
see it?
it's not the only one.
it's not the only one either. So, and it this
No.
this is like I said, the story that hooks you at the beginning about how fucked up this is going to be. So he has them tied up at the dinner table, all facing each other. Mom and dad on one side facing their daughter, and they're tied up, tape around their mouth, and he has their feet in buckets, and he's cut their femoral artery so they would bleed out into the bucket. And on the bucket,
Going, God.
he's wrote three
Ooh.
lines that say going, going, gone. And by the time it gets to gone, they're dead. dead.
Mm-hmm. DED.
And that
So
is
sick, dude.
so fucked up. And just like Big D was talking about, these corpses look fucking gnarly.
Oh yeah.
Like they look disgusting.
Yeah, and
Such good effects.
but I also like the like science behind it too. How they're like, it you have 1 point like a gallon and a half of blood in your body,
Yeah, you have
and
experts coming in
yeah,
Yeah.
explaining
yeah,
scientific stuff too, which I like.
yeah, and they're like, it takes you 15 minutes to bleed out, but you can die in the first three.
Yeah.
Like just thinking about that shit, dude. And like he put their feet in 5 gallon buckets, so it's like, of course, it's not going to fill all the way up. But I really like that shit because after all that happens, and we're talking to our main detective guy, and he goes, "Yeah, so that was the worst night of my life, and that's when we discovered he's back."
Yeah, and you're like,
Yep.
huh, who's he? What?
Oh my
Hook.
god, dude! And it shows the fucking symbol he paints everywhere
Yeah.
up on the ceiling. And I like how we get like that dump of like there were these murders in '95, and then they kind of like disappeared for a while, and then they resurfaced back in 2000 and whatever, and then started rolling again. Uh, we do get like a time ticker. Like he has up to 10 bodies he needs, and he's already got as of right now 3.
Hmm.
Yeah,
And
and he's like counting down on the notes. I think it's so creepy and so cool though. It's just like, uh, what was that like? There was like one more to go, or like one more for me. Or like he had like these
Yeah,
little
he
funny like
rhymes it.
things.
Yeah,
little
just little
phrases, yeah.
riddles and stuff. And like all the pieces tied together really well. And it goes
Hmm.
in like you're really on this goose chase with the police. And for the longest time, like Dustin said, he's evaded police all these years. He'll go away for a while and then come back. And he'll leave little clues here and there, but he's literally a ghost, like they describe him. And eventually they do figure out who he is, but it takes them like
Yeah,
decades, I think. Like
Hmm.
I'd say
yeah,
20 years.
Yeah.
something like
And
that. He
So
even
he's
goes over to
portrayed as like
freaking
a real
Europe, dude.
elusive serial killer. Yeah, he goes over to
Jerusalem.
Jerusalem to try to figure out, I guess, something about. He gives it a name. I can't remember what it is. Um,
Caliban.
yeah, something like that. And so he's going to these people, kind of think like The Exorcist or something like that, going to this
Yeah,
foreign place to get information on this ancient being because that's where they would have it instead of
Hmm.
us dumb Americans. And
Yeah,
yeah,
he
right.
wanted to
yeah.
buy the book, but it wasn't for sale. And then but yeah, he's got like they end up finding one of his storage units, and he's got a bunch of weird stuff in
Fuck
there.
that place, dude.
He's got stuff from his like murders, tying him to murders because like one body was missing a tongue. Um just weird shit, serial killer stuff. Just like you would see. So we've got like
Yeah,
body cam footage or forensics with a camera kind of thing going in on these crime scenes, which explained that. But then we've got the interview point of view. And these actors are really great with the detectives. Something they did at the beginning too, before they kind of get in the story, is they do the thing the documentaries do. They tell a little bit about the detective or the cop.
Hmm.
Tell them the
hmm
story,
Oh,
tell about
dude.
being in the case. They tell a little bit about their past. The woman was like, her mom was a single mom and dated bad guys, and she wanted to help people and help people like her mom. They give them little backstory, which made it more believable as well.
hmm
I was like, man, this has a great feel. They do like great, like cinematic overhead shots of the cities they're talking about. Just like I said, everything you see in any kind of documentary about any kind of crime, it's just a wonderful touch on this that just made it even better.
Dude, that lady cop came on TV and she hears it talking and Holly goes, "Man, she sounds like she's been through some shit."
Yeah, I
Like
love
she
it.
like she's
Yeah.
seen
yeah,
some because for those who don't know, my wife works in the field industry. Like she is an evidence specialist, and
Right.
it's just like she deals with this type of stuff. And when she came on, she goes, "Man, she just looks like she's seen some shit."
Right. I
That
love
shit
it.
that shit cracked me up because like
same shit, different day.
yeah
I
she
love it though. Yeah, because this is an actress I have never seen
Mhm.
coming in and trying to sell me on the fact that she is a seasoned cop who, like Holly has said, seen some shit. And
Yeah.
Yeah,
she did just that. Same with the guy too. And he had his moments of that was the hottest day of my career. And then he's like,
Yeah.
"Can we take a break?" And then they
Yeah.
get the go outside, kind of walking around the car, the camera from afar capturing him. So they're
Yeah.
It's
not like right
awesome.
up in his face. Yeah, great little touches on these
There
detectives.
is there's one thing that kind of bugged me with our dude cop, his name Joe, I think.
Yeah,
Like when
Joe Mama.
when
Joe
he's
Mama.
laying things up, he's explaining, he's like, "Oh, we did this. Oh, and then we did this." And he goes, "But then we got this." And then it'll be like, like 20 minutes later, and it'll be like, "Oh, we did this. And we did this. But then
That's just
I
how they
led to
do it,
this."
though. But
I
no,
feel like,
we could never have expected what was coming when we got to
yeah,
the
I
house.
mean, I understand like that's what happens in like these true crime like documentaries and stuff. But I feel like in this one they were doing it a little too much of
I
him always
I
being like,
I
"But
don't know.
then."
When he does it on my favorite one is the little blonde girl Victoria.
Mm,
When we watch her like she gets shot in the head.
Dude,
dude.
that's the
Oh
one that's like the worst for me, the
oh my God.
scariest. It's awful.
She gets shot in the head, then shot twice, and then all this is like the first time we see like the elder god shit, like the
Yeah,
ritualistic stuff, because she's recording what I think is going to be a vlog for YouTube. Like it's her doing a makeup
makeup
tutorial,
tutorial. Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's not like live. It's her just recording on her computer, and he walks over, grabs some lipstick after he draws his little symbol, and then does his thing. And the cop at this point is like, yeah, so she survived. Like she was shot with a 22 caliber, whatever, and a sheer amount of luck, but she fucking survived. And on the way there, they stabilized her. But I wish that's where the story would end.
Yeah,
I,
yeah.
but dude, I love that shit because right after that, we get an
It's
in-depth,
just
step by step of what happened at the hospital at that point.
yeah.
Because he's like, they're sitting there talking about how he came in and infiltrated, our Mr. Shiny infiltrated, and we're watching security. They go, he took care of three different patients while he was there,
yeah. He was there
which
for
is
4 hours.
which is wild. Like, what? How the fuck do you know how to do that? you
That's
know?
dedication.
I
But
mean,
then
he's been
he
around.
but then he ends up slipping some chemical into the AB negative blood because he knows that our survivor girl is the only one on the floor that takes AB negative. And she goes, the lady cop who's seen a bunch of shit, she goes, yeah, he walked through security, he talked to all these cops. He even walked by us, and it shows the two of them, the two
Yeah,
main detectives, shoulder to shoulder with this guy.
Yeah.
And at that time, she's like, he's fucking right there. He's right fucking there.
I know.
Dude,
Yeah.
I love that shit, dude, because
I know.
it builds tension. It makes the
It's tension.
characters like it's when he's telling the story, like you can you can feel the emotion he has because he's like, I was at we touched.
yeah,
If
Yeah.
I had just been paying the attention,
Yeah.
I would have noticed him, and that'd have been that. But
Yeah.
dude, that particular sacrifice is wild because dude, it shows her in the bed after they
Yes.
accidentally, of course. I mean, the nurse is just doing their rounds, replaces the blood bag, and dude, she is looking yucky.
yeah.
Dead.
Mm.
So I love that scene, but I have a gripe.
What is
So
it?
my gripe is the parents, okay?
hmm
You think they would be in the room
I don't think
with
they'd be
them,
allowed
right?
in the room.
The, I think that they might because they're parents. Like the
I
parents of
don't.
her.
I don't. That doesn't matter. I don't think that because my little brother at one point in his life wrapped his car around a tree, and there were times where none of us were allowed in that room.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
I don't know. I was
there
just
was security
thinking,
out there though. But that's
yeah,
what
yeah, yeah.
the glory of it is. He'd already come and gone by the time she died.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I guess it's really not like that big of a deal, but I was just thinking, well, the parents would probably be in there. So I don't know. I was just thinking that watching it, but then again,
Yeah,
that's
it's
just me being
and
me.
she's minor too, so maybe you'd think and plus of the extreme circumstance, you'd think maybe the hospital would grant them some kind of special permission, but like you said,
Or
they never thought that anything like that would just like Joe said, we never thought I'll always regret I always regret not realizing how bold he would be.
yeah,
Because
Yeah.
yeah, like that is fucking bold
but
for
I
him to
also
do
think
that.
maybe at this point in time in the night or whatever after surgery, everything was successful. She was stabilized. They were like, "You can go home,"
Yeah.
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 Go
type of
take a
thing.
nap.
Yeah, to go do something like she's okay. And I think that's where their peace of mind was. But to Anna's point, it's like He pretty much just laid out, goes, I didn't think he'd have the fucking nuts to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's wild.
Dude, and the quote that her mom says is, it rings true, and I loved it because she says it more than once. It's like, you never truly die until someone stops saying your name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there she's, and at this point, she's like, we just left all of her stuff up because we don't want her to die. But
Yeah.
when she says it at the end, it rings so fucking true because people still talk about Ted Bundy. People still talk about Gacy. These people are still living because we're still talking about them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very true.
It's just wild, man. Like that was very surreal.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Great
What
touch.
talking about that quote because she does it twice, and even a husband was just like, "You already said that." I was thinking like, did
Shut up.
something happen to her? Like, obviously she lost her kid, but I'm like, is
Oh, and
since
she
this
like,
ritual happened, is there some sort of spiritual thing that's like making her kind of forget things that maybe she said? Like, I was thinking maybe a little bit deeper in that,
maybe
but it's
she was
just like,
in denial.
yeah, yeah, something, or like, I don't know. Because there's a lot of like, weird like cosmic being shit that we're dealing with in this at a certain point later on in the film. So I was thinking maybe with him attacking these families and the ones that are surviving, and even like we get like I'm jumping way ahead, but even at the end, the campers were just like starting to like
Oh, that's what
gain like
I was about to
these
say. Yeah, they that we do
weird
They just
experience
shit.
it.
happened to be there. Yeah, in the vicinity.
Hmm.
So I was thinking maybe like since he did this ritual in that house, right? It's was in the room. We saw that there was some kind of weird portal black goo shit happening that it kind of leaked into her. Like I'm gonna say this right now. I'm expecting a Strange Harbors 2. That's all I'm
Mm.
saying. I really am. And I
I
I
don't
I
know.
want that. I want it.
I I I don't know if I'd want a sequel to this. I think I'd want something in the same universe, maybe, but not a
Hmm.
Strange Harvest 2. Like something else, like another. Because they talk about, like they give you statistics in this. Like every year, there's up to 65 murders
Hmm.
in the state of California. So it's like,
Mm,
or at least this region. So
yeah.
maybe something in the vein, but not Mr. Shiny Returns.
No, no, it doesn't have to be him, but I want someone like maybe picking up the mantle or something like that.
Mm,
Or
Continuing whatever
this
this,
I
yeah, this stupid
I
thing
wonder what
was.
happens to these people. Why are their brains being all fucked up now? I know they saw it like an actual cosmic being. I'm sure if you were to see that, you would be like, what am I looking
yeah,
at right now?
I would think that would make more sense if this movie didn't take place in current time. If it were set back 15 years, like if 15 years was the end of the story, like how
Okay,
it
yeah.
was that way. If they did 10 years later, somebody picked up the mantle, sure, that would make
Mm.
more sense. I think it's a little too fresh for the next year somebody to be Mr. Shiny Copycat. We only get that in Scream, okay?
Right.
Yeah,
You're right. You're
but
right.
another one of my favorites, man, and it's disgusting. And I love it because you're sitting there, like, you see this couple arguing back and forth, and the girl's like, it's none of my fucking business. And she peels out, and it pans over, and it shows this dude strung up on a fucking swing set.
Yes.
Fucking Hellraiser vibes, dude.
Dude, that's straight up Saw, like Anna was saying. That is some straight up Saw shit right there.
And
And
then
we,
he's go ahead.
no, you go ahead.
Well, then another guy he's got in a pool with all these leeches with their bites
Blah.
form the same shape as the symbol, and
Mm,
they
No
let
thanks.
him like that. He cuts his tongue out. That's the tongue that was in the jar
hmm
in the storage unit, and he lets him. That happens over a period of time.
Yeah.
He's patient with that, so that's like Saw and Seven kind of shit.
When the lady's like, yeah, he came and nurtured and seen how his baby was doing. He may be a sadistic motherfucker, but at least he has that parenting nurturing.
I
Yeah,
know,
he knows how
right?
to nurture.
Dude. But our guy that's all strung up was a security guard that witnessed him kill somebody the night before,
At a
or at
Yes,
least witnessed his
24-hour
escape.
and reported
coffee
his
shop, dude.
tag
24-hour donut shop.
I want to go
donut.
there.
Some fucking donuts, kid.
That was a creepy part too, because he was like peeking in the window outside. That was
hmm
scary.
Yeah. And he goes, the guy's like, yeah, so I should have been there. I should have been able to do something. But man, I wish I would have gotten that reward money.
Yeah,
Fuck you,
I mean, it was a
guy.
very big reward, but
Oh,
we'll
eighty
say
thousand
that.
dollars for sure for one person, absolutely. But fuck you, guy. Like
Hmm.
this kid's out here had his heart carved out.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the
They
plates
shouldn't have
though.
allowed him to be on TV.
That exactly. That shouldn't have been a TV interview. That shouldn't have been public information.
No,
Not at
Yeah.
all.
I think that's
Not
when
at
they were
all.
still kind of learning of like what they should have put out. Because even when they did like the whole like we're gonna plaster him everywhere, that yes, you do that for sure to kind of get him to slip up or put the pressure on him. But this, yeah, putting this people who were helping in cases, that's definitely something that you shouldn't be
That's
shouldn't
when
be doing.
that's when they should be like drenched in shadow and put deep auto
With the
tune on their
deep
voice.
voice. I
Yeah.
was at the donut shop last night. I
yeah,
I
do
just picked
that.
up I just picked up my espresso and double chocolate donut, and I saw this guy running outside.
Some
Here are
fucking
his plate.
custards.
But I do
Dude.
wish I got that reward money.
Oh my god, man. But Anna, what is Mr. Shiny's favorite drink?
Fucking milk.
Dude, when he has like
Yak?
12 gallons of milk in his fridge,
I was like, of course.
I hope they all expire really late. Or that's a lot of milk you're drinking, dude.
Yeah,
Maybe he
yeah,
likes it when
that's
it
a
gets
lot of milk.
chunky.
Dude, and then you're chewing your
Chunky
milk.
milk, man.
You only have
Chunky
pulp
milk
in
for the milk god.
yeah, you only have pulp in your orange juice, dude. No pulp in your milk.
Ugh,
Ugh.
that's
But
Yeah,
man,
he gives
buttermilk.
it to
Or
the
like,
leeches.
but dude, when he sits there, at the very end when he kidnaps the infant,
yeah, man.
they're like, yeah, so he took this infant and he stopped for a glass of milk.
Yeah.
He's parched.
And then as his like, this is like definitely the end of a serial killer's reign because he does get sloppy.
Yeah. Oh
He's
yeah.
like,
Hmm. Oh,
he's
very, very quickly
fucking up
too.
left and right. But even along this like last journey, he's still taking care of the baby, which was weird.
Changing diapers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything.
And it all culminates on the night of something happening, like some kind of solar eclipse or whatnot on Friday the 13th, which
Yeah.
also was a coincidence.
Yeah. Once in an every 800 years planet sequence,
Yeah.
they be like it's like Mars, Saturn, and
Is it Mercury?
Mercury or Uranus. One of
We'll go with
they all
Uranus.
yeah they all touch, and that was the thing. So 'cause they were like, yeah, that's what would have to happen, dude. They'd be like, yeah, this would have to happen. This will happen again in another 800 years.
In
Yeah.
space.
Yeah. But yeah, like where do you think at what point did Mr. Shiny fuck up at?
Me personally, it was when they even pointed it out when he left the car, when he was driving away after they found the prints of him and they plastered him everywhere. It was definitely when he left the car, I think.
And then also a big key to who he was and where he lived was this drifter that he
That's
Oh,
where
encountered.
yeah, him.
that's
Yeah.
where he
This
fucked up.
shit right here. This shit reminded me of God. I think he's the freeway killer. I think that was his nickname, William Bonin. He was a serial killer out in California in the 70s.
Mhm.
And there is an instance kind of similar to this with him. And that's what made me think of. And because he was the guy that would drive around in a van and would pick up like young, impressionable men who were also gay and look into him. It's a wild case. But he picked up this drifter, and the reason he picked him up is because he had this diabetic wristband on, like older people wear to let everyone know they're a diabetic. So the guy, through pictures on the news and everything happening, he comes forward and tells them that he's like really nice, and conversational and nothing weird about him on the ride. And then he's like, all of a sudden, he's asking him, like, grilling him about being a diabetic. How long have you been a diabetic? What kind are you? And then he's like, oh, well, I just wear this because I like it. It's just for show, pretty much. And then he
Mhm.
says he turns visibly angry, gets very mad, and then pulls over on the side of the highway and tells him to get out and just leaves him there. And then goes on to, so for whatever reason, he really needed a diabetic.
Yeah.
Don't know why.
I don't know. But
Diabetics for the diabetic god.
that's absolutely where he fucked up though. Is letting him go because now him and the landlord of the house, by the time they find out who he actually is, are able to ID him.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, yes, that's him. So then they
Yeah.
finally have like I'm saying they cracked the case, but they figured the fuck out who they're looking for because I really like throughout this whole movie, they're like, this would happen, and then 3 months would go by with nothing.
Yeah, that's how it goes, though.
Yeah, man,
Yeah.
it's just wild, man. And the storytelling that they do in this, like Dustin, you can dog on the and then as
And
much as you want,
then
dude, but
It
they're
does it
re-
good.
they're good storytellers. Both, I feel like both those police officers, and then we have the guy at the end who's like, um, yeah, I was there. I was part of the first two cars that showed up. The rest of the cars got fucking lost, so we had to do something.
yeah.
And I got out, and then I got scared. I got scared and stayed back. And his friend died, and he goes, "It should have been me." And then when he said, he goes, "All right, you got everything you need?" And he reaches over and grabs his handles for his wheelchair he's now in that you don't even think
That
about.
reveal was great. Okay.
Yeah.
I
Dude,
love that.
so the storytelling with him, the two cops, even the guy, we didn't even talk about this dude who had his face blowtorched.
That was
Oh,
awful.
oh, what was his name? Glenn? Oh man. And
Dude,
he ends up killing himself, which
That felt
rightfully
like
so.
him breaking into houses with couples felt like not the Night Stalker. Like
yeah,
Mhm.
there's elements of all these like past serial killers kind of sprinkled in,
yeah.
but it works
And
for the story.
the guy, he was surprised actually by the guy at the house because he thought it was just gonna be her home alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, dude, he blowtorch. But Holly, that was one of the first things she goes, "That's a very good prosthetic." Like on
Yeah.
the guy's face, it looks so fucking good.
Yeah. It's gnarly.
It
Blech.
looks good. And then I
Yeah.
told her to close her eyes because there was a part where he hops this fence into this elderly couple's yard, and then the best boy is
Yeah.
sitting there
Gets it.
guarding the house, dude. The 44-pound pit bull.
Does his job, does his
Oh,
duty though, but he
yes.
goes down in the line of fire.
Yeah,
We knew
Dies.
that he was really weak from that dog bite. Yeah, he
dude,
was.
Yeah, that
Hmm.
dog not bit his shit up, dude.
got him, dude. It looked, oh my God. Anna, this movie, it's, what does David Lynch say?
Absolute cinema. That's Martin Scorsese. Absolute
Oh, that's,
cinema.
I just see David Lynch's picture every time I see it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I love him. He would like
absolute cinema.
this.
I
No.
bet.
No, yeah, he would. I think he would like
Yeah.
this.
Yeah. Do you think Pete would like this?
Yes.
You think so?
No, actually, it's kind of a toss up because it's too realistic. He doesn't like stuff like this.
Do you think Jody would like this? In turn, which means Pete would have to watch it.
Possibly if she likes true crime, yeah. I don't know Jody well enough, sadly, to
You just know her pies?
I don't even know her pies. I have yet to have Jody's pies, but we're going to Ohio in a few months, so I'm hoping to get some of Jody's pies.
There you go.
And honestly, like Jackie would probably like this.
Oh, I 100%. I
And
bet you.
it's not too terrible of like found footage. Charlie might enjoy
And
it.
and what's nice about this too
I
is
don't count on it though.
I watched it on Hulu. Right? Where did you
Yeah,
guys
it was
watch
on
that?
Hulu. Hulu, yeah.
Yep.
The
Yep.
commercial breaks felt natural
Mm-hmm.
too, which I
Yeah.
fucking love, dude. It's like
I do too.
it felt like it wasn't interrupting a movie. Like it was just commercial
Thanks for at
breaks.
least taking to consider the fact that we're not, we're paying for ads or whatever. We're not paying for ads and putting them in the
Yeah.
right
Yeah.
spot to make them
Yeah.
bearable and to make it
Yeah.
suitable. Tubi does that too. Our Lord and Savior.
Tubi, gotta
Yeah.
love him. Cool. So Anna,
Should
what do you
we-
think? I was about to say,
Yeah.
do you want to rate this bad, Larry?
Let's rate this bad, Larry. Little D. What'd you think?
All right. I was actually very pleasantly surprised by this. I didn't know what I was getting into with this. Hearing the name Strange Harvest, I really thought that we were going to be in like a cornfield in the middle in the Midwest, someone hunting down people with a sickle. And
That's
putting
fair,
pumpkin
yeah.
heads on people. I was like, let's go. But even from like the poster shot that's like on Hulu, seeing that the guy with the mask and the hazmat suit was really, really cool. And also getting that reveal in this film of what he was wearing, and they found out why he wasn't leaving prints anywhere because he was wearing a hazmat suit. He was also making his
Yeah.
masks. He was breeding these leeches, and he would do it for an entire month. so that way you could use them. There's so many really cool things in here, and like this can 100% happen in real life, minus all the cosmic bullshit that we're dealing with. Like it could be more of a grounded thing in
Yeah.
our actual life with a symbol. Like it could mean something else, which is very scary. I love that about it. And as much as I was like, yeah, there's a lot of but thens happening in here, the storytelling was really, really good. I just felt like there was way too many, like, I'm gonna say that we're doing this, and then, but then this happened. I was like, dude, I
That's
don't
the
need no
art
more.
of storytelling, though,
I
man.
didn't need that much lead up, dude. It was like every 20 minutes there was another, but then it's like, okay, I get it. I get it. So I was getting a little tired of that. Um, but seeing the girl get shot, oh, dude, that was so
Point
brutal,
blank.
being a
Rough.
parent, just like thinking, oh my son, I'm gonna say my son because I have a son. My son would be home alone and he's doing something, and then somebody would just walk in and bam, and I'd come home and see that he's still alive, and then go through this whole thing of like the police, saving him and all that, and then realizing, well, he still got there. That was
Yeah.
crazy. But I really did enjoy the whole, oh, he was infiltrating the hospital. It's like he's done something like this before. He does not care. He will kill somebody to go to the lengths for this. I thought was really, really cool. Even getting the reveal of who the guy is and seeing his real face, and the ending with our cop who we see at the end, who's in a wheelchair, being face to face with him. Also, seeing that he was gonna burn the fucking baby was insane. Like that was his final sacrifice. Is like we're just gonna put him on a pyre. Even the guy's like, I found out that there was actually a word for that, and it's a pyre. I'm
Hmm.
like, oh my God. And also, seeing the thing in the sky was really cool. I wanted more of that. I really wanted to see like something like tentacles or some kind of weird shit come down. But I feel like if he fulfilled what he was going to do, it probably would have. And then also what I was talking about earlier, like this messing up other people's minds or just like their lives, and like they developed uh like migraines and like this other things, or even like the mom I was saying may have been affected by this because she kept repeating this one line, which is true. It is true. But I was like, something off there. I liked that, how there's like lasting effects. So yeah, I really enjoyed this one. I don't think it's a five for me. I think it's fun, and I really did enjoy it, but it's leaving me wanting more. So I think I'm gonna give this one a 3 out of 5 leeches.
Okay.
3 out of 5 leeches. Hell
We'll
yeah.
take it. Take it. Big Duh, what'd you think?
All right, so I don't know how I can top that, okay? So, um, I've already recommended this movie to 5 different people.
Really?
Yeah. Everyone
What?
I'm like, you need to watch this. Um, the effects are good. The layout for this movie is phenomenal. The storytelling is great. I love point A to point B we get. The little breadcrumbs we're given. The kills are gnarly, and yeah, he is a very good bad guy in this
Yeah.
movie. I am going to give this a 5 out of 5.
Let's
All right.
go.
Yeah, this movie fucking ruled.
I'm glad I picked it.
I'm glad you picked it too, dude, because I would
Mhm.
have not have watched it unless you picked it, because I wouldn't have known anything about it.
Right. I'm surprised that it's been
Yeah,
popping up.
yeah.
Yeah.
Anna, what are you rating Strange Harvest?
I have gushed about it all the whole episode, the things I've loved. I really don't have any gripes at all. So yeah, I'm gonna give this a 5. The first time I watched it, I gave it a four and a
Nice.
half. But on a second watch, it's still just as good. It holds up as like, you know, sometimes we have true crime comfort watches. That would be something I would put on at night, just to throw a girl watching her comfort shows. Um,
True
it's got
crime
it,
be my comfort. People
it
dying in real life.
but honestly, like going back to what I said at the beginning, I really wish more people would take this route with things because I like true crime, but like Dustin said, there's also an aspect to it of like real people died. So in a way, I kind of like this way of storytelling of telling true crime more because it's fiction, but it
Yeah.
has that true crime element. So I can enjoy it for the same aspects without like the real worldness of it all, but it still feels real. So
Yeah.
bravo to the filmmakers. Yeah, this is a 5 for sure. Go check it out. It's worth it. It's on Hulu. It's very easy to find. So yeah, think you guys will dig it.
Do you
And
know?
oh no, go ahead.
So do you know what franchise would benefit from this style of storytelling?
You're gonna say Hell House?
No,
What?
Halloween.
Ooh.
Have
Yeah, if they were to
have
bring it back, I agree.
Like a spin, yeah, like a different spin on it. Yeah,
yeah.
that would be
I agree.
fun.
I think that would be the only one that would make sense. Like, because Freddy Krueger is like a dream demon, and
Yeah, too fantastical.
Jason Voorhees takes place in a specific location, like Crystal
And we're
Lake
already
is.
getting a TV show for that.
Yeah.
But
So I think with Halloween, like Haddonfield or whatever, being like the central focal point of this type of storytelling, especially from
yeah,
people who have been there 20, 30 years ago, telling their story about Michael Myers and, you know, reliving that shit would be pretty good.
you hear that, Mikey? That's the
Yeah.
only way he could come back.
Come, Moaning Myers.
Oh
Oh, he'll
Lord.
be there. Don't worry. He'll be there. Oh, don't
Yeah.
worry.
And also, with that being said, I did not do a blurb this week
Oh,
because I felt like it was kind of like serious material that I didn't
yeah, that's
really want
fine.
to make a joke on. Because, like I said, this movie is not afraid to go after kids. So
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah,
I just didn't really want to joke about it. So
that's fine.
fair enough.
we had a really great conversation. The movie's wonderful. Check it out. We're going to leave it at that.
Yes.
But I am going to lead into how we're ending Annuary, which
Oh, heck.
I'm so fucking excited for. The Dustins are so fucking excited for. Our first ever Fuck 'em Island Battle Royale. The first. We're gonna use the Roman numerals at the
The
end.
first Esquire.
Yeah. Um,
Oh, yeah.
man, we have so many goodies and like so much detail planned for this. And this is something new over here. It's something that, we never know what kind of assholes we're going to get in the horror movies we cover. So we could fill up our island with the next 5 in 3 months, or it could be a year. It's all just kind of a guessing game. And they have to meet us. We can't just like go crazy with our cards and be like, you go to fuck 'em island, you go, even though we really want to. We have to kind of be
Yeah.
like all in agreement for the most part.
No,
So
I'm still pitching for Mitchell.
I know he's still salty. He's
I
sitting
don't
over there
know.
like, well, Mitchell. But
We do
yeah,
That
have
fucker.
we have somebody waiting in a cage right now too for the
Yeah.
result of the first Fuck 'em Island,
yeah.
and he will be the first participant in round 2.
Yeah, we're gonna put him
Along
into a
with
dust off.
along with whoever wins battle royale, unless they get redeemed. Dun dun dun. That's a little teaser. We've got a whole like gaming type setup going for this. And we've got detail put into Fuck 'em Island and how things are going to kind of also go, how things are also kind of going forward with future seasons as well, and kind of
Yeah.
explain our thought process there. Yeah, it's I'm excited. We've got
It's gonna be fun.
so many little treats and details that, oh my gosh, I've just been like itching to share, but we're waiting on something else first. So coming this week, yeah, the week that this comes out on Monday, this week following, we will definitely be heavily promoting it on Instagram.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if you're
I
not
was
following us over there, you need to be. Little date with us.
yes, you do. I was just thinking while you're describing this, like, is this was set up like reality TV? It's like, and this week on Fuck 'em Island.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, we could do like gosh, a little like graphics, little voice. Get Daniel to come in and do some voiceovers.
Oh, Moaning Myers is the judge.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. Whoever loses gets it's I'm not
Oh my goodness. All right, Dustin.
you're gonna get splooged.
Yeah, and also,
Lord.
it's Annuary over here, but on Give Me Back, it's Charlie's birthday month because he's also a January baby. So he's been having his fun with the Give Me Back action and horror side of things, and also the B action side of things. He picked Sudden Death and Virus. That Virus will come out tomorrow. Those were his birthday picks over there. Dustin, what did he pick for B action?
So over on B Action, Charlie first hit us with a little movie with a giant man called Red Scorpion.
Dun dun.
It's got Dolph Lundgren in it, playing a
Sexy.
Russian monster, looking like a fucking meatball, dude. Like he is plump in this movie, dude. He has a blonde mohawk, Anna,
Hello.
and yeah, it was pretty good. It was pretty good. And then to wrap up his birthday month over on B Action, he picked another Russian movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger playing a Russian, and the other Belushi brother, and Red Heat.
The bad one.
Yeah, yeah, the not so good Belushi brother. The Belushi brother that in Little Shop of Horrors tries to buy the Audrey too.
Oh yeah. That's
Mm-hmm.
true.
Yeah.
Very true.
So yeah, that's all we got going on over at B Action, and then over on Flicks and Friends, we'll have put out our 1985 uh, classic John Hughes horny teen movie, Weird Science.
Yay.
Weird science.
Weird Science. And we had a special guest on that, and he puts the capital S in special, and that was Little D came over and joined us over there for that.
Yay. I'm excited
Yay!
to listen.
Yeah,
Oh,
ton of fun.
Anna, it was so fun, and it was pretty funny, and it was also serious at some points because you kind of had to get serious with
Oh,
some of the topics that were
yeah,
in that movie.
yeah,
And be
but
that way
It's
sometimes.
it was the 80s.
Yeah, I was just gonna say it was a
True.
product of its time
Yeah,
for
Yeah.
sure.
unfortunately. So,
Yeah.
but that's all I got cooking. So, Dustin, what we gotta do to get out of here, man?
Oh, well, I just want to say this week, Out of the Basket with Little D is back. It'll be dropping on Wednesday, and so
Yay.
excited for that to be back. It's been about a month and a half since I released anything. I think I took a little bit of a break because of the holidays and whatnot, and also what we got going on in the show. So I'm really, really excited for that to be back. And if you want to listen to that and be part of the conversation, you can go right over to our Patreon for $2 a month.
$2,
$2,
Bob.
Bob.
And you can get that every Wednesday. It's going to be dropping. And alongside that, you also get all of our episodes up to a week early. So if you want to support us a little bit further, you can go right over there and let us know if you guys have any ideas for any other future shows, like Patreon exclusive shows or things you want us to do on the main shows over here for everybody else. It's a great place for all of us to kind of get together and talk. But if you can't do that, that is okay. You can also go and support us on all the audio platforms like Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Please leave us a rating there. That
YouTube.
helps a lot. And YouTube as well. And you can go ahead and comment, on all those. So for audio, please give us a rating. And on YouTube, go ahead and give us a little subscribe over there and hit the little notification bell. Let you guys know when episodes are coming out. They typically come out, main episodes will be on Monday, and our tales will be out on Thursday. That's been our schedule for a long time. So I think that's about it. And we're gonna let everybody, not think about dying to some kind of weird cosmic god out there and some
The milk
random
god.
dude running in the neighborhood. This was such a fun talk, and Anna, I'm so happy that you brought this to our attention and finally got me to watch it.
Yay.
I definitely want more of this style for sure, and maybe
Me
more in
too.
the universe.
Y'all know any comment, send them our way.
Yeah,
Please,
for sure.
please. So yeah, we're gonna let everybody go, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Later.